talk about that just a minute. Michael, you want to kind of tell us where we are on the lab outsource, and also kind of include where we are with Blue Cross in that negotiation to go out?
Yeah, we are, today we only got 2 samples, which is good and bad. Our volume's down a little bit because Knox has actually, they're, from what I understand, are getting paid in full by Blue Cross. So I think that's good news for us. They negotiated, and basically Blue Cross is paying them in full again. So we hope, being that we're not far behind, and they've done their investigation. Along with that, there's Knox has a meeting tomorrow with Blue Cross in Dallas. So that's moving forward on their end, and the thing is we're represented by the same individuals. So I have a feeling we're not going to be far behind. We should be able to, carry along just the same as they have. So it's kind of where we are there. There's in a couple of weeks, there's a meeting at the Texas Legislature through Torch that we'll be attending, and hopefully getting some face time with some of our local representatives and things like that. So just slowly but surely, I think we're moving in the right direction of everything. It's looking a little more positive. So
Yeah, it is, particularly as far as at Knox, I understand there's been no decision or no settlement on their back pay, but they are paying them in full from this day forward for both their hospital and their lab outsource. I don't think they ever held their hospital. I'm not aware that they did. They have about 1.7 million that they're holding of our hospital, and another 22 million, so that's gross on the lab outsource. As Michael said, we're a little optimistic about what happened in Knox, because Knox is exactly the same situation we are. And another piece of that, there is another hospital who was just doing pass-through billing. We're doing all the tests in-house. They filed a complaint with TDI, and TDI refused to accept their complaint, which I think speaks well for us, because we're doing it right. Knox is doing it right. Blue Cross has acknowledged that we're doing it right. So our complaint has been received by Blue Cross, and Blue Cross has been in contact with our attorney on this. So we'll see. Our expectation, our hope is that they'll start paying us going forward for both our hospital and our lab outsource, and then I suspect that there'll be some sort of negotiation for all the back pay that they owe us. So, questions on that? Kind of tied into that, and I'll just kind of skip to that, is where we are on our Blue Cross contract. I think this was after our last board meeting. We received a proposal from Blue Cross, a contract proposal from them. It was nowhere where we need to be, and it was kind of, I guess, for lack of a better term, we feel like it was their lowball offer to us. We did not respond to that. What we've done is we've engaged a consultant. Really, it came through us kind of through Kevin Reed's office to help us with that. He's been down here. He's met with it. He's accumulating information. There was an email between Diane Carr, who represents Blue Cross, and him. His name is Jim McCoy. This week about whether or not we had our counter proposal ready for him, and Mr. McCoy said that he was working on it. So that's moving through. The process. We don't expect a speedy settlement of that, but I think as Blue Cross knows that we're working on that and working in good faith on that, that'll continue with the. Yes, it's been kind of interesting, and there's a Senator Perry either has filed or apparently is going to file a bill which would allow all of the Torch hospitals to consolidate and negotiate with Blue Cross as one entity. I don't have any idea where that will go in the legislature, but that is an encouraging sign. Talking with our attorney, he said that in the past, I guess probably the legislature has been a little more sympathetic towards the insurance carriers as opposed to the providers. He says that's no longer the case. And certainly this year that the legislature seems to be more in line with where the hospitals are, because this is going on not only with hospitals that did the lab outsource, but with all both sides of that, that amount, I'd say 30 days ago, but we'll see. Still no checks. But I will tell you that Blue Cross is paying us on our therapy. We're receiving significant checks from Blue Cross and the other payers on a daily basis.